All right, from the second section of your algebra problems, this is number 19. We're almost all the way through with the second set of algebra. Compare the functions below. So you have f of x equals 5 to the x, that is exponential, and f of x equals 25x plus 50. That's going to be linear. Okay, so you can see and compare. It wants to, the two, a linear and an exponential, and it wants to know which of the statements is true. As x increases, does the rate of change of g of x begin to exceed the rate of change of f of x? Okay, that's not true. Let me tell you why. G of x is the line. And the whole part of being a line is the rate of change never changes. Rate of change is constant. Okay? Meaning that the rate of change, the slope doesn't change. Okay? However, okay, well, let's just move on. As x increases, so as you go from 0 through to 5, the rate of change of f of x exceeds the rate of change of g of x. In other words, looking at the slope here, if you go from here to here, this one never changes. This one changes in between very small points, like right here and right here, it's right there, but when you go here and here, it's steeper. And when you connect your little lines to compare, you can see that with f of x, that slope of the little lines begins to increase, increase, increase. Okay, so I think it's this one, but usually when it's this kind of multiple choice, I read them all just to make sure. For every value of x, the rate of change of g of x exceeds the rate of change of f of x, and that's not true. G of x's slope, probably down toward the beginning, was a little bit bigger than f of x, but eventually that didn't happen. Keep in mind, there's a difference between slope and where they happen to be on the plane. G of x, until they intersect, G of x is above, but you can see that long about, if you look at right here, okay, and see how steep that line is and compare it to right there, the blue f of x has already begun to increase at a faster rate than g of x. Okay, so that's not true. Let's mark out those. And then D, at x equals 3, right here, the rate of change of f of x is equal to the rate of change of g of x. Wrong. At 3, their y values are equal. Okay? But the rate of change is the steepness, and you can figure that out. You can see this one's almost totally vertical, the blue one, whereas g of x is still the same slope. So it's not D either. The answer is, in fact, B. Okay? Keep in mind, there's a difference between location and how fast it's changing. How fast it's changing has to do with steepness. Location has to do with its y value. Okay? And that's a comparison of linear and exponential. So your redemption problem is essentially the same thing, but rather than looking at an equation, you're looking at a chart and you're comparing the functions below. You're going to want to put your screen on pause for a minute and take a look at these, because you're doing the same thing. You're comparing f of x equals 2x plus 4, g of x equals 2 to the x. If you like the previous problem, then by all means graph these two on the same set of axes and look at it that way. Okay? Otherwise, take a look at their common differences, at how fast they're changing, and that'll let you know too. Good luck.